And joining us now for more on the subject from Givatayim, Israel, is Alicia Alexander, co-CEO of the group of Varim, which could be translated as crossing over or passing over in this context. Alicia, thanks for joining us. Now, Israel, of course, has one trans celebrity for many years now, the singer Donna International, who already won the Eurovision representing Israel there. But the world of sports in Israel, especially I think the world of soccer, is, I don't know how you would describe it, more conservative, more macho. So how do you see the excessive significance of Sapir Berman coming forward as a soccer referee openly trans?
First of all, it's really amazing. This is amazing support that she's getting from the Israeli Premier League and the Soccer Referee Association. And we're so excited and happy about it. So it's really a big deal.
Now, I wonder if you could talk us through, and maybe even in some degree to your own personal experience, the sort of evolution in Israel in accepting the trans identity or non-gender specific or binary identities, where Israel sort of stands, where it's come from, and where it kind of stands now in the world context on that issue.
Well, 17 years ago, there was actually another soccer referee who came out as a trans woman. And she was basically fired by the Israeli Referee Association, even though the professional committee said that there was no reason to fire her. So I think today there's a lot less ignorance. And also maybe because that woman actually sued the Israeli Referee Association, they might have thought twice this time.
Right, but I'm asking you more about general society, not just like in the soccer association in the world. Where do you see it also from your personal experience of how Israel has evolved in general among individuals? Of course, it's going to be different for different individuals in different sectors of society, but what sort of general view you think can we take of it?
Well, what we see in the soccer area is true for the entire country. I mean, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it was a lot more difficult to be trans in Israel. There was a lot less acceptance of parents, of teachers, but things are really changing. And I think the fact that it's changing even in the sports world, which is considered basically pretty chauvinistic, is really amazing. And it shows how far we came.
Right. Now, a trans or a non-binary or non-gender or gender-specific does not necessarily have to involve medical treatment or surgery, but in the cases, how easy or not is it in Israel with its public health funds to get any kind of medical procedure in that direction? What's involved? How easy or not is it?
Well, first of all, Israel has a public health care system, which is more than you can say for the United States. So also, the trans issues are much easier. There's still a lot more work to be done. There's a committee for gender reassignment surgeries, which is a bit difficult. It takes like 3 to 5 years to get your surgery if you're interested in it. And but things are getting better each year.
Right. And how much do you see people coming out of some of these more conservative communities? I'm thinking of the Israeli Arab community, the religious, even what we call the ultra-Orthodox community, that are moving in and being able to find a new life if they choose to do so as a trans or as a non-gender specific individual.
Well, I think that we've seen change also in conservative communities. There's an organization called Bedro, which is a youth hostel for LGBTQ kids that are in danger and actually get kicked out of their house. And we see more Arab and ultra-Orthodox kids seeking help. And sometimes, from time to time, parts of their families actually accept them. So there's change also here.
All right. Well, we're seeing it here in the sports world and as you say, change even in some of these more conservative sectors of Israeli society. Alicia Alexander of Varim, thank you for joining us on The Rundown.
Thank you so much.